guys!
Hi!
I am with another friend here called Monicah, and yeah, it's been a while, guys. I'm so sorry. That's old already, but yeah, I'm happy to be back here again. And today, Monicah is going to just be sharing with us how life was for her when she lived in Saudi Arabia. Apparently, she has lived in Saudi Arabia in the past. So,
Yes.
Monicah, welcome to my channel. So, like, how long ago were you in Saudi Arabia?
I stayed there for almost 3 years.
3 years. Which year did you go to Saudi Arabia?
In 2013. 2013.
Let me see, 2013. I was still in Kenya,
yeah.
But I am surprised because at that time people were really very afraid of going to Saudi Arabia. There was so much negativity going around with that country. Why did you decide to go there?
Actually, I decided to go there because I wanted to have my own money.
Okay.
Yeah, so I decided to follow my friend who told me to go and get the passport, and then she directed me to one of the agency in Nairobi town. The agency is Arab something. Yeah, near the Jubilee Insurance House. That is where I started. So first I got my passport, and then she directed me there. So I went and met Mr. Mohammed, and then from there.
Were you scared at all? Because of course by then you knew, like, did you already know what was happening, like the negative stories? Had you heard of them?
Okay, I was hearing about the stories, but I wanted to go and see what was going on over there. So I decided to go. Yeah.
Like nobody tried to discourage you, like your parents, because I know.
No, actually, I was never scared of anything.
You told them. You told them out from the start that you wanted to go to Saudi Arabia.
Yes, I wanted to go there because that was the easiest way.
Oh, by then to get out of the country and work abroad.
Yes, and
by
even
then,
I
Qatar
wanted.
was not popular. Eh?
Yeah, and then I wanted to board a flight. The flight. So that is where I started.
It was your motivation.
Yes.
Whatever was going to happen ahead, you didn't care about.
No,
that.
I didn't care, but actually I was somehow scared because I was promised to get a house girl job, but unfortunately I came to realize that they are so tricky because we have been watching this in television.
Yeah.
But unfortunately I went and spoke to Mr. Mohammed, and I told him, please, if you get another opportunity like companies, you can just get me that job.
But anyway, so you did not go as a house girl?
No. I was actually scared, but unfortunately this opportunity came up, and that is where I decided to go.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So we went 7 ladies for the first time. And it was my first job. Yeah, it was my first job after my high school. It was my first job, so I was eagerly waiting,
Yeah, you start earning your own money.
Going to States. And boarding a plane.
Yeah, honestly, for me, there is nothing that would have convinced me to go to Saudi Arabia for anything.
But we were encouraging each other with the rest of my friends. Yeah, when I went there, I got some other new friends. We socialized and we became friends.
But I heard that like going out is not allowed when you're in that place. How are you socializing?
Yes. Actually, let me start from my first challenge.
Yeah.
So when I went there, I reached in this capital city, Riyadh.
Yeah.
So, I was amazed, but I was scared.
It's a beautiful country.
It's a beautiful country, but a dry country.
Do you know? I don't know why. I picture it to be an old town, or maybe it's just something. It doesn't look so good. I've never really pictured how it looks like in Saudi Arabia. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's an Arab country anyway. Arab countries are beautiful.
Desert, actually.
It's more than
because
this.
I reached in the morning hours.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, oh my God, where is this place?
Desert,
Where
which
am I
means you're
going to
seeing
start?
so many, like
Yeah.
so much dry land.
Yes, it was a dry land.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a dry land.
Mm.
So okay, during night,
Mm.
it's so beautiful. But
Okay.
during the day, oh my God.
What happens? The heat or
So,
what?
yeah, it's too hot,
Mm.
and it was my first experience there, so it was too hot.
Unbearable.
Yeah.
And you still had to wear what
Okay,
is
for
it called?
that
Hijab?
time, when we reached there, we went and we waited for somebody to come and pick us.
From
And-
the airport.
Yeah, from the airport. And one guy came dressed white, and I was thinking, oh my God, is this the way we will be dressed up? Okay. And he told us, I'm going to give you some cash because the way you guys are dressed, I cannot just walk.
How were you dressed?
Some were dressed mini skirts.
Yeah. And you were not covering your head.
Yeah,
in any way.
hairs were crazy styles, you know. That time we decided to be smart because we are going to.
So you went to the
like
salon
yeah.
and did your hair. So yeah.
Yeah, so that is where. So that guy came and took us. So he took us to one of the mall. No. For the first time, he took us to one of the rooms, and we showered and slept for some hours, and then we proceeded to a place called RR that was around more than 10 hours drive.
Oh my God! Why?
Yes. That place, because that is where we were going to
work. Okay.
So that is where we went for those hours. So when we reached there, we got our bus.
Did you just say 10 hours?
Yeah, 10 hours drive from Riyadh to RR.
Okay.
It is very far, and it was a desert actually.
Oh my God.
So even I was scared.
Yeah, it's
Because,
like the end of the world.
Yeah, I don't have
Your cell
mobile
phone,
to call
yeah.
my mama. I was just me and my God.
Really?
I was just me and my God, and I was praying that God, please help me to be safe in this country.
Yeah.
And please God, I need to see my mom
Again.
Yeah, again. Where?
Okay, how long was the contract for?
It was 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, and I managed to stay there for 2 years, almost
Plus.
3 years.
Ah, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
So what I did there, when we reached there, hey, my boss couldn't speak English.
And could you speak any Arab?
I couldn't.
So there was no communication.
My God, it was a big challenge. I couldn't speak Arabic, and he couldn't speak English
So it
properly.
was sign language.
So he was like, you, me buy you clothes, abaya, you go market. Oh my God, it was so amazing. So you had to be attentive so that you catch, to understand
the little pick something from the
yes. So
WhatsApp.
hey, I told him the ladies that who knows to speak Arabic, so that unfortunately one lady, my friend Julie, was there, and she knew how to speak in
little Arabic.
Yeah. So she was the one who was translating to us. So when we reached there, the boss said, "Oh, these ladies, they cannot stay with this kind of dresses. They need to be dressed up abaya, the buibui, you know the buibui."
Yeah.
So we were taken to the market with one of the lady who was there from Bangladesh. She was the one who was like our matron.
Ah, okay.
So she was the one who was taking care of the ladies.
But could she speak English?
No.
Huh? What was she speaking?
She was just speaking like one word, but she was speaking to Juliet in Arabic, so that Juliet will translate in English. That
What an experience. Oh my God.
So we stayed there. We went to the market. We bought that buibui. So that is when we started now our life properly.
But I think you were very lucky, because not everyone gets that lucky that they go to Saudi Arabia to work in a place other than a house.
Yeah.
And
I
the
was very
experience
lucky.
it can be totally different.
Yeah, but not all that goes to work there as a house help.
Like
We have
they bad
salons.
experience.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have salons. We have securities, but rarely. Most jobs are house help.
Most of them.
So I was lucky.
But did you have to pay the agent anything?
No.
Nothing.
No,
Or
no,
you
no,
only
no.
needed
It
to
was
have your
free.
passport.
Yeah, it was free. It was free. That guy was good. Because before
he could have taken advantage of if he had asked you to pay, you still would have paid something.
Yeah, I could have paid because I wanted a job.
Yeah.
Number one. I wanted also to board the
plane. Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to board the plane. But when I went there and stayed for some, I went there and now I decided that I have to work and I also have to learn.
To learn Arabic?
Yes. Because if I wouldn't learn the Arabic,
you wouldn't survive.
Yeah, I wouldn't survive. It was a big challenge because where I was working in the hospital.
Oh, okay. Doing what in the hospital?
I was a cleaner.
Ah, okay.
Yes. And I loved my job properly. I was cleaning at the same time. I was just a cleaner and sometimes a helper.
Ah, okay.
Yes. So we used to go there early in the morning by 6 and immediately we'll stay there until 2. We punch out and leave the location.
So you had like separate accommodation. All the 7 of you were staying in the same place?
Yes, same place, same villa.
So what happened like on your off day? What did you used to do?
Hey. Nothing.
Nothing. You don't go out on your off day?
Okay, I used to go. We in Saudi Arabia. It's not that free like Qatar.
No, that was what I was thinking.
No. It's not that free that you would go somewhere and
like to a mall.
Okay, to a mall we used to go every day. So there was but during the off day, okay, for us it was a free country to us because you are not
under like somebody like you were not somebody's house help. So I think that is where the restrictions come in.
Yes,
they are not given the freedom to go out by themselves. What about when you wanted to send money home?
Yeah, I used to go anytime during the evening.
What
hours.
facility were you using?
We used Western Union. There was no M-Pesa.
Oh, then
there
because
was no M-Pesa.
Oh, so you would go by yourself to Western Union?
Yeah, we had a driver. The husband to our matron was our driver.
And did you ever experience that thing that you send? Because if you're sending by Western Union, then there has to be a receiver in Kenya.
Yeah.
So did you ever experience that thing that you're sending money to somebody and then the money is not going into your account?
My mama couldn't understand about the MTCNs.
So?
I used to explain until I used to tell her, Mama, don't show anybody this pin. You're supposed to go to the bank and tell the cashier about this pin.
The MTCN and the secret whatever.
Yes, the secret pins. Yes. It was tough.
But at least she was faithful with your money to keep it for you. Because the stories that I've heard from people that they say they work, especially those working in the house, and imagine how difficult it is. And then they end up sending money to even their own mothers. And by the time they come back after 2 years, there is literally 0 in their account.
Actually,
that was not your experience.
There is one of my friend, when we finished our contract and went back to Kenya, she cried. She couldn't get the way she expected.
The money was not like it.
And not only her, we used to socialize with other friends, and they were also telling about.
Why would somebody do something? Because I'm sure when you are sending to your mother or when you are sending to whoever, your sister, of course there is a portion that you will say maybe this 10,000 Kenya shillings keep for yourself, and then the rest please put in my account.
For me, I used to tell my mother that this amount of money, it's yours. And this one, please keep it for me.
But she's nice.
Yeah,
She's a nice woman.
Yes, because when I went back, I did one of the project, and it's still there till now. She's the one who's taking care of my projects.
You have a good mom.
Yes,
because honestly, I've heard stories from people, their own mothers. Their mothers spent 700 Kenya shillings. Imagine how hard it is for somebody to save 700 Kenya shillings.
Do you know
even
how much?
Today.
Do you know how much money I used to be paid over there?
No.
It was only 750 by 26.
Whatever, Saudi riyals.
Yeah, by 26, that is like, I think 21 or around 20 something. I used to explain to my mother, and I used to let her understand that this is not America where we get dollars.
That we buy a car.
And so
That you should have a very big house. Yeah.
Don't expect that much from me, but expect something. So that is when we used to build our house, and somehow I helped her a lot.
Okay.
Yes, I
with the
did
little
help
that you
her.
were getting.
Yeah.
That is nice.
And that is where again she started having her own projects after and I thank God that where we are is not
But
where
so your experience was positive.
yes,
Actually.
I thank God because of that.
Yeah, your experience
it was
positive.
tough, but
Honestly,
it was
I've
okay
had
for me.
other people's experience. They were struggling to find food to eat. They were sleeping, I don't know, in some room.
Those
in the
stories
roof.
are there.
They're very real.
Those stories, they are there.
And yet, then you come back to Kenya, and then because I had one lady who was going through a very tough time, but because it was not possible for you to break away before you finish your contract. Like if you have a 2-year contract, they will not give you back your passport, especially if you are living in somebody's house until you finish the 2 years.
But I thank God because of the company that I went. Because we stayed there actually more than 2 years.
You extended your contract.
Yes. And then our boss, we told our boss to add us some money, and then he was agreeing. He agreed us to go other jobs. Like we used to do part-time jobs.
Okay. So you would make some little extra
I used
cash.
to make some extra cash because I used to go also to the houses.
Oh, other people's houses.
Yeah,
and
other
clean.
people's houses for 2 hours. So
Ah.
I would go clean everything and go back to my room every day.
So
But
how much would you get per hour for that?
per hour I used to get 100 real. That is almost 2,000
That's good.
Kenyan
That's
shillings.
good. That's good.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Actually, I loved it. I loved the place because